For Complex News, I'm Hanuman Welch, and Marvel Studios has just made the MCU a bigger, weirder place, and no, I'm not talking about the time travel shenanigans of Endgame. Earlier this week, fans got the latest and by far most illuminating trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home, and just how badly Thanos f***ed up the universe over the course of Infinity War and Endgame.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world?
Beck is from Earth, just not ours. The snap tore a hole in our dimension.
You're saying there's a multiverse?
We have a job to do, and you're coming with us.
And with that brief line between Jake Gyllenhaal's Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, we have confirmation that the multiverse exists in the MCU. Longtime Marvel comic fans are familiar with the multiverse, an infinite offering of Earths just like ours, sometimes with minor differences, or sometimes with massive reality-bending aberrations, like the introduction of Miles Morales and the heroes of Earth 1610, aka the Ultimate Universe. Now, if the new trailer dropping wasn't enough to open the speculative floodgates of what a multiverse means for the MCU, could Miles Morales make the jump to our Earth? What about a reality where Vision isn't dead? But during a recent appearance on Ellen, Jake Gyllenhaal brought a clip from Spider-Man Far From Home along with him. Now, it contained a longer segment from the official trailer, and Far From Home director John Watts gave an interview the same day confirming that the film will deal with, quote, alternate timelines.
This is Mr. Beck.
Mysterio?
You can call me Quentin.
But you handled yourself well out there today. Saw what you did with the tower.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
I'm sorry, your world?
Mr. Beck is from Earth, just not ours.
There are multiple realities, Peter. This is Earth, dimension 616. I'm from Earth 833. We share identical physical constants, level 4 symmetry.
I'm sorry, you're saying there's a multiverse? Because I thought that was just theoretical. I mean, that completely changes how we understand the initial singularity. It's insane. Sorry.
Gyllenhaal's character, Mysterio, tells Peter that Earth Spider-Man is on Earth Dimension 616, aka Earth 616, which Marvel diehards know is the Prime Universe, the one where all the heroes and stories take place. Now, another interesting reference Mysterio makes in the clip is that he comes from Earth 833. Now, if the Earths of the MCU films and the comic books are the exact same, well, stories that occur in the films have an effect on the comic books they share a Prime Universe with. So if someone dies in the comics and they are an integral part of the films, will that be addressed? Even the Samuel L. Jackson version of Nick Fury that the MCU introduced in 2008's Iron Man is pulled from the pages of the Marvel Ultimate Universe. Quentin Beck introducing the concept of a multiverse should also come with a grain of salt, since in the Earth 616 universe, Mysterio is one of Spider-Man's oldest villains and a notorious liar. Could this trailer be setting fans up to have the rug pulled out from under them? Possibly, but that doesn't change the fact that the multiverse is real and now MCU canon. So what does all of this mean for Marvel moving forward? Well, one, it gives them a creative blank slate to cherry pick fan favorites, both living and dead, from across the multiverse to make appearances in both the MCU and Disney's upcoming streaming service with Disney+. Are you hoping to see Killmonger back for the sequel of Black Panther? Boom, multiverse. That long in the making Black Widow solo movie? Boom, multiverse. And of course, Loki's upcoming reality-hopping Disney Plus series, you guessed it, multiverse. Audiences previously heard the Ancient Ones speak of the multiverse in Doctor Strange, so it's not that far-fetched of an idea for Marvel to be laying out what is essentially the cinematic universe's backdoor solution to keeping dead heroes in rotation, even if it's not on Earth 616. Marvel Studios' ability to make so many interconnected films that fit together gave us Endgame and everything in between. But what if this connectivity was no longer a top priority? What if Marvel actually just started making movies that weren't shackled to the film that came immediately before it? If handled gracefully, the multiverse would let Marvel and its creators do both. With Disney's recent reveal of its upcoming slate of releases, the schedule indicated that 8 Marvel projects currently without titles are slated to drop within the next 3 years. 2 in 2020, 3 in 2021, and 3 in 2022. Now, the movies will be a part of the next phase of the MCU. Additionally, the New Mutants, the upcoming horror X-Men tale, has also been pushed back to April of 2020, even though that was supposed to premiere this year. The release date of the film became uncertain due to production delays. Dark Phoenix, which also had to be reshot, is still on track to hit theaters June 7th. And speaking of the X-Men, what better way to finally introduce the Long in the Wilderness mutants to the MCU proper once and for all? It's really the only way to do it, and it's kind of brilliant. This is how far Marvel has elevated comic book movies. Now they can get really weird and go full comics because they've laid out all the groundwork and we're all up to speed. And I have to wonder if we'll even get a preview of the next phase's big bad until the next Avengers movie, a couple years down the line at the very least. Now, it seems almost incredible that Thanos first showed up in the post-credit scenes of Avengers 1, and I can't imagine any other studio being able to field such a long play, slow burn like that. And now they know how well it paid off the first time, they'll be even more confident putting it again together in the future. Mysterio's reveal of the multiverse could also open the door on fostering a studio environment in which Marvel still gets to make the billion-dollar franchise tentpoles, which allow creators to take risks that, if need be, could be retconned into or out of existence, essentially giving Marvel the greatest get-out-of-jail-free card for whenever audiences who come to expect a consistently connected universe with post-credit scenes begin complaining about inconsistencies between the MCU's multiple realities and timelines. Let us know what you think about the introduction of the multiverse into the MCU, and for everything else, subscribe to Complex on YouTube. For Complex News, I'm Hanuman Welch.